Honolulu, Hawaii, the 18th floor balcony of my hotel room here in Waikiki. It's Tuesday morning. Got into Honolulu pretty late last night. Didn't sleep a whole lot last night. Kind of on Eastern time still, which means I'm probably going to run out of gas early this afternoon, but that's okay. I'm headed over to Honolulu, the senior living community we're working with here in Honolulu, to work the next couple of days. Looking forward to it. Then I got a little time to myself. Hope you enjoy this little travel log. Let's go. Here's where I'm working this week. Honolulu Senior Living Community. And Freedom Rider, all I can say is I know Connecticut's a nice place to retire. But if you want to come to paradise, here you go. Just bring your checkbook because this place is not cheap. Hi guys, it's Wednesday afternoon here in Honolulu, and been working pretty much non-stop for 2 days, but it's time to take a little personal time now. Gonna head down to Waikiki Beach, so let's go check it out. Well, today is the anniversary of Elvis's passing, and I've got some Elvis Hawaii songs going through my mind right now. What a gorgeous place. Okay, 7, why did you ever leave? It's almost time for Georgia Ramblin to head back to the hotel to be well rested for tomorrow's ride. But I had to share this Hawaiian sunset with you. Sunset on Waikiki Beach, Honolulu, Hawaii. Doesn't get much better. Hey guys, it's Thursday now, day 4 of my trip to Honolulu. Pretty much wrapped up my field work here in Honolulu, and I have some time to myself today. So I found a place earlier today walking around Honolulu, Chase Hawaii Rentals. They rent motor scooters, bicycles, motorcycles, you name it, you can get it there. And I have decided to rent myself a Harley Davidson and take a trip around the island today. So let's go check it out. Hope it's going to be fun. Hope you enjoy the ride videos. It's a nice day, kind of hot and humid, but let's go. Here we are, Chase Hawaii Rentals. Let's go get this hog. Okay guys, here are my 3 choices. Cosmic Blue Heritage Softail, Blue and White Heritage Softail, or Gold Street Glide. The Heritage Softails are much cheaper than the Street Glides, so El Cheapo Georgia Ramblin Man is going for the Heritage Softail. I think I'll go with the blue and white one. It seems to have the Hawaii colors, and I will go with this one. So let me get suited up here, and I am going to be taking off through Hawaii on this beautiful 2016 Heritage Softail. And I'm on Highway 72 down on the south end of Oahu, and the views are just gorgeous. Pacific Ocean. This is a loop road that basically goes all the way around the island. The number changes as we get over onto the east coast. It's Highway 72 now. I think it turns over to Highway 83. Not the biggest of the Hawaiian Islands, but it's obviously the most populated. Honolulu. And this road is a pretty big tourist destination. And, you know, it's a weekday, and they said I might run into a little bit of traffic. Got the motorcycle place, you know, it'd be better on a Sunday. But with all these beaches here, I really kind of wonder about that. Anyway, I'm really enjoying being out on this motorcycle. It does not have the windscreen. I didn't really even notice that until I got on it and drove away. I thought about going back and asking them to put it on, but you know, I was gone, and I said, it's really warm today, so I'll just go without it. This is a 2-lane road. I doubt I'm going to be going much over 50, 55 miles an hour today anyway. I want to be looking at some of the views. And this road goes right along the Pacific Ocean, so there should be some beautiful views here. But anyway, just real briefly on the motorcycle, it's a blue and white color. I had a choice of a dark blue or this one, and I thought this one kind of had some Hawaii colors to it. I don't know what the official Harley colors are, but it's a blue, kind of a Carolina blue. It's got a glitter to it and a white. Very comfortable bike. You know, it's a lot like my Suzuki Boulevard. as far as comfort goes. Handlebars are a little higher. I like the handlebar position on these Heritage Softails. It feels good. And I guess the thing that I notice most about the difference between this motorcycle and mine is just the difference in the power. This has got the 103 engine and mine's got a 50 cubic inch engine, so you can imagine there's a big difference in power, and there is. But it feels really good. Seat's very comfortable. My Mustang seat on my Boulevard is very comfortable. I give my Mustang seat a 10. I give this one a 9.5. My Mustang seat's a little... We're on the south end of the island now. There's a kind of a mountain range that goes through the center of the island. When I come back home this afternoon, I say home, back to Honolulu, I'll kind of come over that mountain range and come down that mountain range a little bit. For right now, I'm pretty much going to be going along the ocean. I've had a great week here. People at Honolulu are great folks. I get to come here every couple of years. This is the first time I've ever decided to rent a motorcycle. Got a little money for my birthday last month, and you know, what better way to spend it? Bring myself a Harley Davidson and take a tour around Oahu. Now this view is absolutely gorgeous. You can see there's quite the mountain range right here next to the ocean. Coming up on the eastern side of Oahu now. I'm really looking forward to getting up on the North Shore and seeing some of those waves. I mean, that's where the huge waves that all the surfers go for are. I don't know if at this time of year they're there, but I'll be interested to see that beach. Blue waters of the Pacific Ocean. And I get behind Grandma Moses here going down the road in her Toyota Prius. Anyway, I'm really grateful to have this job that I've got. I was just thinking this morning as I rode away from downtown, and I didn't do any filming when I had my camera on when I was leaving downtown. Number one, I was getting used to this motorcycle. Number two, I was in stop and go's traffic because I rented this thing in downtown Honolulu. Almost turned down a one-way street. That would not have been good. Anyway, I wanted to wait and start the camera when I got out of the city, which I am now. I have my jacket with me just in case I get a little shower, and I probably should have it on, but it's just so warm. I thought, you know what, put a little sunscreen on the old arms and just go out for a ride. I was just thinking again, you know, a couple of weeks ago I was in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina riding. Now I'm in the South Pacific in Hawaii riding, so I'm grateful to have a job where I can travel around and be able to do this. I mean, the only way you can ride a motorcycle in Hawaii is rent one. I don't think you're going to ride over here. But it's a great day, and if these cars will just pull off sometime soon and give me a more clear shot, I'll be headed down the road. You know, I thought I was going to be riding on a road along the ocean with beautiful views, and I'm sure I will be soon enough, but I'm in a little part here over on the eastern coast where they're doing road work and utility work, and it is stop and go. So this is a revolting development. Kamehameha Highway, that's what I want. But as you can see, this, you know, Oahu's, you know, along with the beautiful beaches, it's got some pretty significant mountains. Just a beautiful island. So let's see if I can find the right exit up here and head north on 83. That's where I want to go. Unfortunately, during the week here, they're doing a lot of road work on these roads. And I'll have to say this about Hawaii, around Honolulu, from my experience, the roads are not the best. For the most part, they could use a little work. But this Heritage Softail is very comfortable. Tell you what, I wish it had the windscreen on it, because when I get up to 55, 60 miles an hour, it's beating me pretty good. Alright, Kamehameha Highway. North Shore, exit 11, that's where I'm going. There's some surfers out there. Wow, those are some nice hills. Road work ahead. Yeah, figures. Heavy traffic area. Wonderful. Alright, now I'm going the right way. On Highway 83 north, headed up towards the North Shore. Hopefully out of some civilization here and along the coastline. It's just beautiful. The color of the water is just amazing. I think the water is even splashing over the road here. Not much of a beach right here. Hotel Channel last night had a little special on the history of Hawaii, and I learned a little bit about Hawaii. I mean, I guess millions of years ago an underwater volcano erupted and bingo, the Hawaiian Islands were formed. I'm sure Michaeli7 will correct me if I say anything wrong here, but according to this show that I watched last night, the first humans they have record of in Hawaii are about 1,500 years ago, when some Polynesians crossed over to Hawaii from some other islands. I forget the name of the islands, but they came about 2,000 miles on canoes and rafts and landed in Hawaii. You know, I complain about the 6-hour flight from Seattle to Hawaii, and these guys rode canoes for 2,000 miles. But anyway, the Polynesians were the first. About 500 years after that, some immigrants from Tahiti immigrated into Hawaii. Then they pretty much stayed the same up until a few hundred years ago when the Europeans showed up. James Cook sailed into Hawaii and named the Hawaiian Islands the Sandwich Islands. Obviously didn't stick. But eventually the United States made it a territory in the late 1800s. And then it became a state in 1959. And that's a short history of Hawaii. Wow. The blue Pacific splashing up on the road. Unbelievable. Showed you a little shot of where I was working in Kahalanui, back near Honolulu. It's about 3 miles south of downtown Honolulu, or Waikiki area. Beautiful place. They have independent living apartments. They have assisted living and nursing center. Wonderful place, wonderful client. And Freedom Rider, I know you're retired in Connecticut, but this wouldn't be a bad place to be. Although I would have to say, if you're an avid motorcycle rider, the roads are somewhat limited. And if the traffic is always this bad, I'm not so sure I'd want to live over here full time. I mean, it is paradise. Now, one thing I wasn't really prepared for this week is how humid it is. I knew it was going to be warm, and it is warm and sunny and breezy. But it is really, really humid. I brought my jacket with me today, but I got it in a saddlebag. No way I'm putting that thing on. Okay, kind of the central part of the island now. I'm coming past, I think this is a Dole pineapple plantation. It does look that way. I was going to stop there, but I don't think so. Alright, well, I'm headed back into Honolulu, I guess past the Schofield Barracks. Probably going past Pearl Harbor. I visited Pearl Harbor one time before when I was here. I'm not going to go today. If you ever get to Honolulu, that's definitely a must-see experience. And kind of keeping my eye on the skies here. I've been riding around today, just make sure no incoming nukes from North Korea are headed our way. guy over in North Korea kind of concerns me, and I'm a lot closer to him than I want to be. All right, I'm headed south back down into Honolulu. I'll take a little break here and get some gas in a few minutes. Guys, that about wraps up my travel log for my week in Hawaii. Hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of Honolulu and Waikiki Beach in my ride yesterday. I do apologize for the sound quality on the videos on the motorcycle ride yesterday. Without the windscreen on the bike and the way I had the microphone placed in my helmet, obviously it was just catching a lot of wind, and I apologize for the noise. It was a very nice day. Well, that's about it for Georgia Ramblin' Man. I'm headed back to the airport, headed back to the mainland, looking forward to getting back. Everyone have a great week and ride safe.